right there.
You're solid.
That's kind of work. That also hasn't it? You get a post-it note.
There you go.
I get a post-it note. Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and today we've got two very special guests. We've got Samuel, my son,
And Rosie.
and Rosie.
Hi.
Hi. After meeting each other, two people struggle with the emotional and physical scars of their past. They discover that even the smallest moments can mean something. This film is based on a book and it's been adapted fairly well. Before I get into it, I'm just going to straight off and ask, what did you guys think?
I loved it and I hated it.
Do you want to go into a little bit more?
I loved it because it actually evicted a lot of emotion, which is something that I don't really get when I watch films. But I hated it because they were not happy emotions.
Okay. So it did its job then for you?
Yeah.
I mean, what?
It did the job.
It did its job. It's meant to
He's sad.
give you emotions.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
So.
Rosie?
I quite liked the music, even though it was the same music throughout.
Well, the
It's-
piano pieces.
Yeah, it got very repetitive and it was very slow paced.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this film was very slow. It dragged. There were a lot of shots that could have been cut. I felt like the running time, it's about 2 hours, and it could be cut quite substantially. There's these long drawn out romantic sequences, and then we get when these two are in each other's worlds. We get that they're falling in love and they have these dark pasts, but there's a lot of shots that it just drags over, and they don't know when to cut.
Yeah.
What did you think of the acting?
The acting was... I mean, you could tell that a lot of the characters definitely had really good chemistry together because they just kind of flowed seamlessly and it didn't feel like it was written, which is kind of interesting because it's based on a novel.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, Elle Fanning, I think she's a fantastic actress. I think she's done a lot. If you look on IMDb, she's got like 68 credits to her name. So she's been working in the industry for a long time. She's done a lot of indies, a lot of fairly high budget. And so she obviously chooses what she wants to be in. And she's at that point in her career. So she chose to be in this. I think this is going to be quite niche in its audience. I think you're either going to love it or hate it. I've already seen some of the reviews where people have gone like, this is 1 star, and someone else has given this 5 stars. And so it's very split. It's like Marmite. You're either love it or hate it. I'm not sure where I stand on this because I kept wanting the film to end. It, like I mentioned, it's like Lord of the Rings. It doesn't know when to end. It didn't seem like it knew when
Fade
to
to
end.
black, fade back in.
Yeah. It's also not a happy film. It's a little bit deceptive in its title because you might think that eventually there's going to be, without doing spoilers, there's going to be this maybe happy ending. And I think it's more of a realistic ending. So I'm not saying it's a sad ending or a bad ending or it's not done its job or it's not copied the book in the right way. It's just not going to put you in a good mood. You might need to watch The Simpsons or something funny to lighten your heart afterwards. But it is slow enough to put you to sleep, I thought.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the filmmaking itself? Was anything that stood out to you?
I think that their art department probably had quite a lot of fun with Finch's room, because obviously, as we used post-it notes before, no spoilers.
It's in the trailer. It's fine.
Okay, they definitely used post-it notes and different color combinations quite well. They decorated his room, and then as his room got trashier and trashier, although to me it looked like everything was placed specifically for a reason, it still was a good way to show what he was feeling.
Now, the film itself does tackle some very dark themes. There's suicide. There's a lot of themes that I think that need to be spoken about, and I think they do it in a way that doesn't glorify it or doesn't make light of it. I think they do it in a way that makes it, okay, this is a real thing that people need to talk about and not be shy about talking. At the same time, I wish maybe they had stuck with one and really gone deeper into one theme rather than touch on multiple. I think this is I said before, this is very demographic, but the reason why I wanted to have you guys on, one of the main reasons, is because obviously I'm a little bit older, slightly. So what did you guys think? Is there something, the way the characters act in this, is that reality to, like, because you guys are in college, do people talk about like suicide and, you know, cutting and bulimia and that kind of thing?
From what I've experienced, people don't talk about it openly, but they do talk about it.
It is a very unspoken topic, or typically very close people like will talk about it, that it doesn't really go into too much detail, but it does go into enough where it is touching on the reality of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
do
get the idea.
you think they did? Because I guess it's an American school, so it's very different to how it is here in the UK.
Yeah.
But I guess the best comparison would be because you guys can wear whatever you want. You don't have to go in school uniform. You're in college. Is that similar? Do you think that's real to the way they depicted life as?
Yes,
Yes. That's
they do act like that,
okay.
and they do fight like that just because someone said, "Would you say to me?
Did you call me chicken?
Who you calling chicken?"
I don't think I will ever watch this film again, so that maybe gives you an idea. It's not something that I'm eager to put on again. There are other films that tackle topics like this that I'll be like, yeah, I remember that film. That really impacted me. There's one with Robin Williams where he stands on top of the table, Captain, my captain. There's stuff there about depression that they tackle that is so, to this day, I remember that scene. There's nothing like that in this film. So maybe that gives you an idea of its quality. It's okay, but I don't think it's great. I'm going to give it a C+. What would you guys give it?
C minus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about the same, yeah.
Meow.
Like a C.
Ah,
Yeah.
I
Meow.
thought you were going to say meow.
Yeah.
Meow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this review, but most of all, until next time, live long and Tuesday. Wow, you said it's so depressing. Rosie at least had like some excitement.
What?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to say it towards the film, the theme of the film.
Oh.
Live long and Tuesday.
Oh, my bad. Live long and Tuesday.
Now you're American.
What's the difference?